Hello, my name is Alicia Rock. It's so nice to meet you. Today, I want to share a little bit about myself and then talk a little bit about the expectations from looking at some ACT data and how I would proceed in helping to support a child with an individual learning plan. My name is Alicia Rock, and in the picture to the right is a picture of my family. I live in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and I have for the last 5 years. I have over 20 years of teaching experience in both the regular classroom, in the university setting, and in the specialty English language learning classroom. In the picture, you can see my 3 children. I have a junior named Noah, an incoming freshman named Jude, and my youngest daughter, Elena, who is in 8th grade. Today I was given some specific information about an ACT report, and I was asked to disseminate the data and looking for where I would most likely spend my time in instructing a student. In the data that I received, it was very obvious that the highest need was in statistics and probability. As I mentioned this, it's important to note that though this is where I focus my lesson, I think it's extremely important to focus on the whole child. And though I would make sure these areas that were lacking in the performance on the standardized test, that I would be sure to extend in the areas that they were successful. In the data that you see in the graph here, we can see that the lowest performance was in math and at the 33 percentile. If you look at the other pieces, both in modeling, integrated essential skills, these also met below the 50% mark, which is not a college readiness performance. And so therefore, those would be my next areas of focus. Also here in science in the evaluation models. So one-on-one, I decided to focus on a lesson concerning probability. The way that I would tackle this lesson would be first to share with the student a game of heads or tails with a coin and just talk about, just have a fun time sort of exploring that game. Then I would connect the idea of the actual vocabulary word of probability to make sure the student knew this was real life applicable. I would share the Khan Academy video, Probability Explained, so the student could start and stop whenever there was confusion or misunderstanding. After that, we would move to a game that we would play together with 2 die. We would talk about how probability applies even with what shows up on the face of a dice when we're rolling. We would record this data in this probability graph shown on the screen to the right. After experimenting in that and using the formula shown in the Khan Academy video and how probability can be determined, I would sort of get a feeling for the student if he was ready or she was ready for the assessment piece. And then I would use this whenever we were ready. After using this assessment piece, it would help me further understand where future extension or modifications or remediation needed to take place. And this is how I would address the data that was given to me, the lesson plan that I would create, and how it would work one-on-one with the student.